So Age of Overlord has been around for approximately a month now, and we should have enough data to analyze all the tournament reports. We are well aware that Unchained is still like the top tier deck and the deck to beat, even though it received kind of like no direct support, unlike Rescue Ace, which got like the Sinful Spoils engine. Oh, and I said almost no direct support because Unchained still got SP-low Knight so that their Soul of Rage can link off into the SP, which is pretty cracked, but at the same time, pretty much every other deck can do that anyways. But I want to say it's probably better in Unchained than in any other deck. The Rescue Ace deck, on the other hand, went from being pretty bad to actually pretty good because it got much more consistency and much more resilience through hand traps and board breakers. Like before, it didn't really matter if your Triple Lance could set 4 because you could still lose out to Duster or Lightning Stormer evenly, but now you're actually making Borload Savage and Baron. So it goes without saying that the Sinful Spoils engine is the reason why the Rescue Ace deck is really good right now, because it just gives them a lot of resources and a lot of free access to their engine, as well as some nice graveyard effects to search and draw cards with the Wanted and the original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye. Although I want to say the only thing that these cards really do for your deck would be compensating the drawback of the Abelstar that makes you discard a card. I mean, if you can call that a drawback. Now it becomes a 1-for-1 that makes it so that it's kind of just free, which is very cracked. So the universal standard ratio for the Sinful Spoils card would be 3 copies of Wanted with 1 copy of the Sinful Spoils Snake Eye, and anywhere between 1 to 3 copies of the Abelstar depending on the build. Basically, Wanted is just another copy of the Abelstar but with an extra effect to draw 1 card. It is very interesting, however, to note the price difference between Wanted and the Abelstar because they kind of just do the exact same, except for like a card that draws 1 and the other doesn't. But Wanted is like triple the price of the Abelstar. Yeah, that's kind of cracked. I mean, look, it makes sense because Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are willing to sacrifice all their life savings for more card advantage, but you know, if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend your money on 3 Wanted and 1 Diabellstar, what you could do in order to kind of compensate would be 3 Diabellstars and 1 Wanted. That way, you basically have the same amount of starters as everyone else, but you're basically paying only half the price. That's a pretty good deal. Just expect to draw cards less often. Now, the real reason why I'm making this video isn't really to motivate players who are on a budget, but rather to say this. Once we get Phantom Nightmare, Wanted will no longer be the best starter in your deck. You've heard that, folks. Whether you are trying to play Sinful Spoils, Fire King, or Infernoid, the best 1-card starter in your deck will be Ash or Bonfire. And by the way, when I say Ash, I'm not trying to talk about the hand trap Ash, but rather Snake Eye Ash. But yeah, as a matter of fact, Bonfire will be your new Wanted because it allows you to search Ash to get your stuff going, or Bonfire in case your Ash gets Ash. Ash getting Ash, seriously bro, what is this game coming to? So I've already figured out a lot of combos featuring, you know, the Sinful Spoils and Snake Eye engine, but in case you didn't know already, if you have to get your stuff going with the Abelstar Wanted, you're going to be late behind. Well, not really, but you're going to have less advantage than if you are using like Snake Eye Ash or Bonfire, as I've said. So let's just say you are going Diabellstar, discard a card, and then you're setting your Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, and then you're using it to get rid of the Diabellstar to summon a level 1 fire monster such as Ponix. Sure, you get your stuff going, but at the same time, you will not have your Snake Eye engine in rotation. However, one thing that you could also be doing would be to summon the Snake Eye Ash off of the Sinful Spoil Snake Eye card, and then that gets you to search the Ponix, and then you can normal summon it and then get your search for a Fire King spell or trap card. But then the issue here is that if you are using the effect of Ash, you have to get rid of another card on the field, and unless you're getting rid of the Fire King continuous spell, you will always be going neg1 in order to transform into the next Snake Eye monster. Whereas on the other hand, if you're getting your stuff going with Snake Eye Ash or Bonfire, it's much better because your Ash gets you the Populace and then the Populace gets you the original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, and then you're going to be summoning your level 1 fire monster such as Ponix, and then you actually get to use your Ash and get rid of the Populace and the Spell and Trap Zone after linking out for Link Rebo, summon the Flamberge, and you get to do so much more, which is honestly much better to do. Long story short, Snake Eye Ash and Bonfire are better than the Abelstar and Wanted. Next format, by the way, once we get Phantom Nightmare. Because right now, Snake Eye Ash does nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, moral of the story, invest in the Snake Eye cards now. They will go up in value drastically once we get Phantom Nightmare, and they will make Wanted, a $60 card, look like a backup plan. I'm not joking, I have like over 50 hours of playtesting with the Phantom Nightmare support cards, so I already know what I'm talking about. And I can tell you that these Snake Eye cards will be on fire next format. Yeah, I know, Snake Eye on fire, yeah, whatever. Anyways, that's all I had for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.